Your Excellency Jacob Hilbert, the U.S. Undersecretary of State for Economic Growth, Energy and the Environment, Excellency Joy Sakurai, Charge d'Affaires, U.S. Mission to ASEAN, Excellency Ambassador Brian McFeeters, Interim President and CEO, U.S. ASEAN Business Council, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to address this U.S. ASEAN Connect Series event held alongside the ASEAN Business and Investment Summit 2025. I'd like to thank the U.S. Mission to ASEAN, the U.S. ASEAN Business Council, and the ASEAN Business Advisory Council for convening this dialogue. This gathering reflects our shared determination to strengthen economic cooperation and to advance a forward-looking ASEAN-US partnership that delivers meaningful outcomes for our businesses and our peoples. Over the decades, ASEAN-US economic relations have continued to grow in both scale and significance. The United States is ASEAN's largest source of foreign direct investment, totaling $42.13 billion and accounting for 18.6% of our total FDI. It is also our second largest trading partner, with two-way trade reaching $453.42 billion. These achievements speak to the strength of our economic ties and the tangible results of our collaboration under the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. Looking ahead, the global economy is undergoing profound change. Supply chains are being reconfigured, and technology is transforming industries at an unprecedented pace. To navigate these shifts, ASEAN and the United States must continue working closely together, guided by our shared commitment to openness, collaboration, and a rules-based trading system that benefits all. Through platforms such as the ASEAN-US Trade and Investment Framework Arrangement, we can translate these commitments into action by advancing trade, investment, and technology partnerships, particularly in high-value sectors such as the digital economy, green technologies, and artificial intelligence. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to give greater substance to this collaboration, let me highlight several key areas where progress can be made. First, we must accelerate ASEAN-US cooperation toward a trusted, connected, and inclusive digital economy. ASEAN has made steady progress in harnessing digital transformation as a new driver of growth and social development. The ASEAN Digital Economy Framework Agreement, ASEAN DEFA, marks a new generation of cooperation, our most ambitious and forward-looking digital commitment to date. DEFA's provisions on areas such as paperless trading, custom duties on electronic transactions, data governance, digital payments, and cybersecurity are expected to bring wide-ranging benefits to the business community, facilitating trade, promoting innovation, and strengthening ASEAN's position as a dynamic and interconnected digital hub. The substantial conclusion of DEFA negotiations announced by the ASEAN Economic Council on 24 October 2025 represents a historic step that follows first region-wide digital economy framework. It lays a strong foundation for deeper ASEAN-US cooperation in fintechs, digital payments, cybersecurity, data centers, submarine cables, and artificial intelligence. I also wish to recognize the U.S. ASEAN Business Council for its continued support in helping millions of ASEAN businesses, especially MSMEs and workers, develop digital skills, adapt to new technologies, and bridge the digital divide, ensuring that our digital transformation remains inclusive and people-centered. Second, we should strengthen ASEAN-US cooperation in enhancing supply chain connectivity, especially in strategic and high-value sectors. In today's evolving global landscape, our partnership is entering a phase defined by transformative change. It reflects not only our complementary economic strengths, but also our shared vision of building supply chains that are resilient, trusted, and future-ready. ASEAN has taken concrete steps to consolidate the region as a single market and production base through the upgrade of the ASEAN Trade in Goods Agreements, ATIGA, modernization of customs procedures, improved transparency and reduction of the non-tariff measures, as well as the upgrading of ASEAN Plus FTAs, including the ASEAN Australia-New Zealand Free Trade Agreement and the ASEAN-China Free Trade Agreement. Within this context, ASEAN stands ready to deepen collaboration with the United States across sectors such as digital and knowledge-based industries, food and agriculture, green technology and renewable energy, advanced manufacturing, semiconductors and AI, healthcare and biotechnology, and transport equipment. We also seek to intensify cooperation in addressing shared challenges in supply chain connectivity, including illicit trade and illegal transshipment across the region. Together, we can build resilient, efficient, and sustainable supply chains that enhance regional integration and contribute to shared prosperity. Third, we must continue to strengthen the role of the private sector within these existing mechanisms. Active private sector participation is essential, as their innovation, expertise, and investments turn policy aspirations into real economic opportunities and sustainable growth. Businesses can, for example, support joint capacity building initiatives on digital trade facilitation or collaborate on developing green supply chain solutions aligned with circular economy principles. Through such partnerships, ASEAN and the United States can build a more dynamic and inclusive economic relationship, one that drives innovation, sustainability, and opportunity across the region. Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, ASEAN stands ready to work with our U.S. partners and business community to shape a future that is digital, secure, and inclusive. Let us take this opportunity to renew our partnership, harness emerging technologies, and build supply chains that are not only resilient, but also future-ready and beneficial to all. In closing, I want to emphasize the importance of this dialogue. As digital transformation and evolving supply chains continue to redefine the global economy, this discussion could not come at a more critical moment. It offers an important platform for ASEAN and the United States to exchange perspectives, strengthen cooperation, and chart a shared path towards sustained growth, job creation, and enhanced competitiveness. I look forward to the thoughtful exchanges that will take place today and to seeing practical ideas and concrete initiatives emerge, ones that will accelerate our cooperation and deliver tangible benefits to our people. Thank you.